Hey guys, I'm
Testing,
here with
one, two,
a
testing.
new idea for this channel that I was thinking about doing for a while. And it's basically like a podcast thing. I've done other stories on YouTube before, like just chilling and telling funny stories and whatnot on here. And I'm going to try to incorporate that with this channel. So hopefully you guys will like it, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. So for this first story, it is part of a very complex part of my life called my love life, which has been very uh, interesting. It's somewhat part of another story that I would like to post at some point, which is basically the time I friend zoned myself. And yes, that's an actual thing, believe it or not. So basically, just sum it up, I'll give you some background information before I get into the actual story. This would have been when I was like 15, 16, so like a sophomore. And I had this IT class at my high school that I went to. And I was like a pimp in this class because we had to do presentations and stuff and PowerPoints, and I had a cool teacher, so I'd make my PowerPoints kind of funny and I would crack a joke and people would laugh and stuff like that. So I was like a pimp in that class. There was maybe like 30 kids in there. Um, I was talking to quite a few girls in there. People like me. I wasn't like a douchebag about it. Like I wasn't making fun of Stevie, the autistic, um, asthmatic kid in the corner there. I mostly made fun of myself. So a lot of people like that. I had a lot of fun, and I was decently popular in that class.
The
Not to
most
say I'm
popular
like
guy.
ever, but we'll just say that was my peak class for sure. That was probably the funnest class I had. Every class after that was completely downhill until I went to that class again, whenever that would be. So there was a girl in there, and this is kind of edging into another story I would like to share on here about the time I friend zoned myself, and that's a complex story too. But all you need to know is at this point I was trying to make her jealous. So what I would do is I was trying to talk to another girl, and yeah, basically what stupid immature kids did. Um, and that's another thing I should probably mention. Take all my advice with a grain of salt. I mean, if you can learn from this experience, that's great. But yeah, I've not been the most successful. Like the relationships have been bad and just stupid in general. But anyways, so I decided I would talk to this other girl who was pretty well known through the school. She had a lot of guys talking to her, and she wasn't like a hoe or anything, but let's just say she led a lot of guys on, and she put a lot of guys in the friend zone. And she liked attention from guys, and that was the end of it. She would play them, pretend she liked them, and then yeah. So she wasn't she she's not a bad person or anything like that, but that's just who she is, and I'm aware of that. So even though I know she's popular and stuff, and she wasn't ugly or anything, I probably wouldn't date her just because she's too high maintenance for me personally. But yeah, I was talking to her, and we were already friends at that point. I wasn't trying to date her or anything, but my mentality was, okay, I don't like this girl that much, really. I'm not going to be offended if she doesn't want to date me because I don't want to date her. So I'm seeing that I'm playing with house money. I'm decently funny. I can make her laugh. Uh, and yeah, I think maybe I can use her to get the girl I actually like jealous. And if I ever have to refer to this girl that I'm using, basically, we'll just call her Stacy because her mom's got it going on, and I'm actually pretty sure she watches my videos. So yeah, we'll just leave that where it is. But yeah, I was talking to her, texting her, and I'm talking to her more now than I'm trying to. I don't know what I would describe. I wasn't very smart, but I guess I don't even know really. I don't even know. I made stupid choices when I was young. But here's what I did, and it was pretty freaking awesome. So I'm texting her and I'm talking to her, right? And I'm sure a bunch of other guys are texting her at the same time. And randomly throughout, I don't remember when exactly, but at some point I just said, I heard a song today and it reminded me of you. And she immediately texted back and she's like, what song was it? With like a bunch of question marks. And once I saw that, I turned my phone off and I went to bed. And I woke up the next morning and I had like 12 texts from her, like, hey, where are you? Are you up? What song were you talking about? Hello. And it was funny because this girl can really talk to any guy she wants, and she's used to getting what she wants from guys. I actually think she won Homecoming Queen. I'm pretty sure she did. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was a Homecoming Queen. So she was used to getting what she wanted and all the attention she wanted from guys. And that apparently just drove her crazy. And the next day, I went to class and she was there because we had that class where I was a pimpin'. And she would not stop bugging me the whole fucking class. Like, Brian, what song were you talking about? And she's like going up and like grabbing my leg and my thigh and shit. And she's like, come on. And like, I kept kind of blowing her off, like, okay, hang on 1 second. And then I would go talk to another girl just to fuck with her. This is so immature and mean now that I'm thinking about it. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend you do this because it's kind of a douchebag move. But it's a little funny, so whatever. And I think just like I was looking at her and just to see the look in her eyes, she was so not used to a guy being in control of her emotions because she was so used to controlling guys' emotions. And it was just so funny to see the plot switched on her there. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't really interested in dating her. I probably could have, but like I said, she's a little too high maintenance for me. She wasn't who I was actually looking at the time. And I was already dealing with a very complex relationship at that time, which I'll probably share on this YouTube channel as well. How I managed to friend zone myself. That happened. So yeah, that's basically what I did. If you want to try doing something like that, it really doesn't matter what you use, but as long as you get her to think, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert. It just worked well for me. But don't be a douchebag about it like I was. I was a little young and immature at the time. And probably not the best decision I ever made, but I figured I'd share it with you guys. Maybe you'll get a laugh out of it. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was a funny story just seeing the girl that got whatever she wanted not get what she wanted. And it was probably a peak moment for me. Like, I don't know why, but like I was just thinking about this the other day for the first time. I'm like, hey, I was a fucking boss at that moment. I like had her wrapped around my finger. But yeah, I didn't really care about it because I didn't like her. That's the story, man. I hope you enjoyed this. This was kind of a pilot episode. I've never shared this story like on YouTube before. So I really hope she doesn't watch it, but if you are Stacy, then hi. How are you? Please like and share this video. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Everyone that shares this video is Stacy. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want me to tell more stories, let me know. Like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel. I have a Twitter at Late Night Prank, no S at the end, and then my Instagram's at Late Night Pranks. I have a Facebook page, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll be back with more. Thank you guys. Yeah, you'd be surprised at the information you can find online. I didn't stalk you at all. That's not everything I did was technically legal. It's okay, you posted it.